The Bunker Project, podcast episode number 39.
Unbelievable.
And welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. We're kicking into high gear here, approaching episode 50.
Yeah, we got a big surprise on 50. We're doing actually a test tonight, but you guys haven't heard about that, so...
All right.
Should we tell them?
Welcome to the show. Tell them what?
About the test we're doing tonight? Or
Yeah,
keep it a secret? Let's keep it a secret just to bug them, and then talk about it in the next show.
Okay, sure. Let's keep it a secret.
The evil Bob.
And
all right, so what do you want to talk about? Hey, you got a big surprise.
Oh, on Monday at 2:30 p.m., my son was born. First
dun,
one.
dun, dun.
7 pounds, 2 ounces.
Clink, clink.
Yeah,
He's bigger than Bob.
And I got a little thing here from Bonnie, a little wrist strap.
What's his name?
Mateo.
Yeah.
Mateo.
Mateo. Isn't it...
2 T's?
One T. One T.
So
yeah.
it's Mateo Podcast McGivern, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it sneaks it. Oh, I'd love another beer, thank you. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Mini beers. That's that. Yeah.
Probably a different size.
It's a bigger size. It's a bit of physics going on here in the background, folks.
We got some bartering for bigger beer sizes here
Yeah.
at the Bunker Show.
So that black beer just goes down so smooth.
It's awesome.
It's the lager of blacks.
Yep.
Really, somebody was mentioning about that today. I think it was our cocktail maven, and he was saying, "What were you saying, cocktail maven?"
I don't know. What was I saying?
Yeah, typical.
I wasn't really saying. I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Just before the show started, me and Andrew quickly kind of got into kind of beer this was, and I believe you said that this is a lager, and lager is, and I'm not an expert on beer making, but I think you put some sort of wood in with the during the fermentation process or after the fermentation process?
To make it black, they actually burn the hops.
Oh, they burn the hops. That's what they burn. Okay.
But
Yeah.
it is to Bulgarian standard. What is it?
Bavarian.
Bavarian, not Bulgarian.
Bavarian standards.
Bavarian standard.
Meaning there's no preservatives.
and they double hops it.
And I
Yeah.
hope
Right?
someone...
Which I don't know what that means.
Some,
I think there's a lot of people like skip jump. You know, the guy has a skipping rope and it keeps him busy and it vibrates the drum.
And it reminds me a lot of what they have. They have like, I think it's called a fall buck. There's like special
Bock?
beers that come out only in the fall.
Yeah, the Bach.
And in the winter, that are, do you know about those? Yeah. Do you want to add in, a little bit more about beer than me?
We have a German maven in here. She's our professional writing maven. Oh my goodness.
I literally can't fit.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. We would have got that on film. You get that one? Beautiful, nicely.
So even
That was us just controlling 4 black beers almost falling on the floor. All right, here we go. And here is one of the beers. Here we go. Yeah.
Sweet.
Actually, we have 2.
Hey, wait a minute. One of them's mine. And they're the big ones,
Yeah, we
too.
could just like totally block out the cameras with the black beer. Fade to black.
There we
This is
go.
a fade to black. Fade to black.
This is part of the secret that we haven't talked about.
What? Drinking lots?
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. Look at the size of those suckers, man. I mean, that's half my body weight. Okay, so
Bob was wondering why he gets so drunk at the Bunker and doesn't get so drunk elsewhere, and it's because they're serving these things in like 1.5 glasses.
Yeah, I only had 4 beers and I'm
But it's
falling
really
over.
6 or 7 days.
And
Well,
the cough syrup.
I was going to say though, isn't your baby actually taller than Bob now?
Yeah, actually he is.
All right, definitely
was so
hairier. Definitely hairier. I've never seen a
came
kid
by
with
to-
an afro.
He
It's
came by
amazing.
to check him out, and he was like, "Whoa, it's tall."
Yeah. Well,
Can't drink as much as Bob though.
Well, how many days old is that kid now?
2 days.
Whoa, style points.
2 days old.
2 days old, and really, the kid's up to my eyes. Amazing.
Yeah. And yeah,
There
that's
we go.
interesting.
We got
Actually,
a lot of bartender action happening here.
He one thing I would say for people who are going to have babies.
This is tips for women, is this? Or,
Yeah.
or for guys? Because guys don't have babies.
We did it. We actually had the birth at home birth in water, and it turned out to be a little bit of a an emergency. It turned out to be an unexpected breech birth. So the baby came out the wrong way. And we had to get she called 911 to get the paramedics and the neonatal unit in there. There was like 6 of them in the apartment, but the baby came out fine and everything was cool.
Yeah, the baby came out backwards.
But when she was the labor pains were like about half what they were outside of the water in the water. So that's kind of good.
That's
good
good.
tip there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Apparently, I was phoning up Andrew on the day, and he's, wow, I have never heard a woman yell that loudly.
Yeah.
So
It was incredible. It was the most incredible experience of my life.
So it
far.
came out feet first.
Yeah, bum first.
Bum first. So it was
And then
already.
the feet came out, and so his legs are kind of sticking up this way for a while.
Yeah.
Because they were bent to get out.
He's going to grow up to be a flexible one.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I said. He's like Hoist Gracie. He's got his legs in the triangle choke position already.
He's healthy.
Oh man,
He's very healthy. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. He was fine.
Okay, now we've lost about half our audience.
Well, what about and your wife is fine?
Oh yeah,
Turning
she's-
green.
she's
It's like,
great.
oh, baby talk.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It,
All right, you got
it
it out
was
of your
cool.
system? Is it okay? It's out of you?
It's out of my system. Yeah,
All right,
let's
great.
move on to the next topic here.
Okay, so I have a couple kids too, and no, just kidding. So Facebook takes on Groupon, living social with daily offers, and it's called Facebook Deals. Has anybody checked this out yet, or even heard about it?
Yeah.
Oh, Bonnie Long. Yeah. Hey, Bonnie, come on.
Well, I've heard of it,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
did what
but
do you
it's
think?
not available here in Vancouver yet.
Typical. Here
Yeah,
we are in
it's-
the backwaters of the social media universe.
They're doing trials in San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, and then as it gets closer, you can sign up now and get notifications when they're going to be coming.
Yeah. So in this room, how many people are into Groupon? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what do you get on Groupon? Let's do. Oh, now we'll do that quick question. Then we're gonna have a shout out to see who's actually here in the room. But okay, who are you? You use Groupon? All right, mic him up. All right, that's the sound of our special effects mic. Just jump right on that mic. Get real
Right
tight.
here.
Get really tight. Really tight.
Really tight.
There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, it's nice. Right in there, baby. Pretend you're about to kiss the mic.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There you go. Oh, he's gonna have a drink. He's just too sober to approach the mic that intimately. Yeah. Baby. All right, just.
It's a bit of a stretch, but
Oh, okay. Hang on.
perfect. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay, we're maxed out, but we have ordered more mics. So, anyways, you were saying about Groupon,
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting beast.
but what do you use it for?
I actually use it for affiliate marketing.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Like
And
in what way? Now,
it's-
that's an issue.
It's a great product in terms of giving you that sort of the widget style ad, right? So it's sort of like you put an advertisement, sort of like from Google AdSense, you put an ad on your site and just a little bit of code, and once you publish that, then it automatically feeds the daily deals. And so
Sweet.
what happens? Yeah, what happens is, I mean, if you have your visitors coming to your site, they're seeing that Groupon widget or ad, and they're seeing the daily deal that is specific to their city and specific to their location even.
Oh, I get it. So if I was in Miami and I logged in to check you out, it would be a Miami ad in Vancouver.
Exactly.
That's
and
cool.
that is a heck of a lot more powerful than just putting up a Google ad where, you're just making like a few bucks here and there. If you put in, the affiliate marketing from Groupon, I mean, you're talking like commission, right? So
What type of commission are you going to get on something like that? It depends on what they buy, I guess.
Well,
but it's like a
exactly.
10%, 20% type of thing? Or?
exactly. I believe it's 18.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, it's
Because you're looking like 18%.
yeah.
It's not the Vancouver market. It's the whole of the North American market.
Exactly.
Holy cow.
Exactly, because what's happening is not just in your own location wherever you've published, it's wherever the visitor is coming from. Right?
Sweet.
And I mean, obviously, the real thing, because it's a percentage, the real value behind this as well, on top of the location, is the visitor who is looking at it depends on what they're willing to buy, right? Like
Yeah.
If it's like a full day spa, maybe it's like $300. You know what I mean? Obviously some purchases are like $20, $30, but
That's a good. I would like to know what the average Groupon purchase is. The value of the average group. Is it $10, $20, $30, $50? That would be good stats to know. I guess you could ask them. They must have that.
It's probably around $40 or $40. I'd say
50 bucks.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
And so you get 18% off of the coupon value.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't want to. I really don't want to kind of sell Groupon that much because there are some setbacks. I mean, I've heard kind of the dark side of Groupon is.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, you have it?
Oh,
Okay.
you're taking companies out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of that's not them going into Groupon with no strategy.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, if you are, marking up your price from regular to, you're marking it up like 50%, and then you give a 50% off discount. You know what I mean?
But with the Groupon, it's going to be like 90%.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
so you have to have
numbers,
a huge,
huge markup. You got to have like a
Yeah.
massive
Yeah.
5, 6, 700% markup on, which you can do with certain items.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's buyer beware type of thing. While we got you on mic, let's give us your name and what you're all about.
Sure. So my name is Austin Mayer. And
Austin who?
Austin Mayer.
Oh, I thought you said.
As in like president, mayor. Literally, it's my last name.
I was watching Austin
Kinda like
Powers
Kanye.
the other day, and as soon as he said Austin, it's like he's going to say Austin Powers. That'd be so cool. But no.
Actually,
oh, well.
yeah, it's true. A few of my friends back in the day used to call me Powers.
Powers.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. So, I mean, my last name is Mayer. Anyway, I founded a company locally here in Vancouver, BC called Socio Central Online Incorporated. And B2C, you can write reviews on social media communities and rate them. And B2B, I'm doing a consulting service locally. And that's kind of, in a nutshell, what I'm doing.
Cool. All right. And you just launched recently, too, didn't you?
That's right. Yeah, I just went live in mid-February.
Cool. So what does it feel like?
It's awesome.
Is it hectic, or you kind of did all your stuff up front?
I'm actually solo, so it is. I'm very, very busy, and I'm pretty much doing everything. I am looking at hiring maybe like a co-developer, co-founder, because it's a heck of a lot to do by myself.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I love it. I'm really enjoying it.
Nice. So what's your Twitter account?
Twitter's Socio Central.
Socio Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
And same for Facebook. You can go to Facebook /
Socio
Central, all that stuff. I'm really trying to educate not only individuals and businesses on social media in general, but I'm really trying to highlight the need of niche communities.
Nice.
So it's subject oriented communities that are related to whatever your perspective is. So whatever your passion is, you approach social media in that way.
It's a niche type of approach.
So you're not you don't just join Facebook because you want to. I mean, it's great to connect with friends, but it'll get to the point where it gets a little noisy. Same with Twitter. Same with the top, networks. They get quite noisy. So I'm really trying to highlight getting into a niche community that you have a passion for, whatever that subject is, and also from the business standpoint, whatever industry you're in, you join the social media communities that are related to your industry.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
He's a paying client. He paid his $1,500 to get that much airtime. So, yep. Don't be worrying about that. Of course, he's paying it all in vouchers. So what's this voucher? And it's a week and a half old. All right. We've got next up, we have the cocktail soon-to-be Maven. Yeah, everybody's complaining about our charging for Maven status
Bob's
now. But
pushing it hard.
I am
isn't
just
he?
pushing. I got a wad full of cash in my pocket here.
I'm taking a break this evening. I'm not the beer maven, but I'm.
You're the
I'm
drinking
like a beer,
Maven.
I'm a beer apprentice.
Well, I think
Hey,
like the alcoholic
Andrew,
Maven.
so
I would be a good
so
one.
what's that camera there you're pointing at me? What's that all about?
It's our live stream test, dude.
We're doing a beta test. It was what Bob said we weren't going to talk about until next week. But
Oh, no, we're already
doing
talking about it. It's
So
his
the
fault,
cat's
man.
out of the bag.
It's the drunk Maven.
It's a webcam.
I didn't
hooked
get
up
the memo
to
before the
some
show.
software called
Yeah, where's my makeup?
VidBlaster.
Okay, so
We'll talk about that in a little
yeah.
bit.
So I'm,
later.
So
I'm
Tristan,
the
give us some background.
cocktail maven on a little bit of a beer break this evening.
That's all right. Well, it's a cocktail. It's a hops cocktail.
My background is in creative. I came out of the film industry. I work in content for online, copywriting, blogging. I've done some social media work, creating video for YouTube, feeding it, all the rest of it for all different sizes of business.
Nice.
I'm a YouTube junkie, I'll admit.
All right.
More so than I am. I was using Twitter. I got completely bored of it, and I rarely look at my account anymore.
You just
there's
YouTube.
nothing
You're just a
there.
YouTube nut.
I am, yeah.
All right.
And I started commenting on YouTube videos this week, and it's amazing how much people actually start giving you feedback. You start
Nice
there's
feedback?
actual dialogue going on YouTube videos. Nice feedback, excellent feedback.
You're not getting trolled?
No.
You know, little trolls gnarling
No,
at your ankles.
I watch sophisticated videos. So there's no.
I'd like to
trolling
get some links, dude. I'd like to get some links.
there. Well, the one I'll plug this evening, I would highly recommend looking at TED Talks.
Oh,
I think there's
awesome.
I think there's a few.
You
that's-
just
that's
discovered
pretty-
TED Talks?
Oh no, no.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I've
There's
been
this
watching
guy,
that for
Ted,
years.
and he looks different in every shot. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's
God,
the
he's
one.
smart. He knows everything.
He's got to clean his room though.
Oh, what a mess.
Okay, now that you've sacked me in front of the whole crowd, I'll pass on the mic. Thank you very much.
All right, the gaming maven.
Yeah,
The
actually,
official gaming.
He
Maven.
paid up.
Official.
Official. He's the first Vancouver maven.
no, tied with Bonnie.
Tied with Bonnie. Yes, right. Well,
Tied
yeah,
with
but you
Bonnie.
got me the cash first.
If she would have
I'm not sure
known
about
that she
that.
had to pay for it, she probably would have given the cash at the same time.
All right. We don't want any fisticuffs
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
back, man.
So I am the official gaming maven.
All
you
right,
know.
excellent. That's awesome. And what have you been doing recently?
What have I been doing?
I know you
recently?
haven't been doing your dishes. I go visit his house every now and again.
Yeah,
He hates it when I do that.
Yeah, but lately I've been interviewing some interesting people in the social gaming circle. Just had a talk with Rick Davidson of Inspirato Games, whose game Garden Mind is nominated for a Canadian Game Awards for Best Social Game.
Sweet.
So that will be going up on villagegamer.net pretty soon.
Isn't that your blog? Well,
That's
it's
a
not your
friend-
blog,
it's a
but
friend's blog, yeah.
and
But I
that's your
write for it too,
under
so.
under your acronym
Twisted Magic. yeah.
Twisted Magic.
But it's spelled MAJIC because he
Yeah.
still spelled it MAGIC in the show notes. So
yeah, well, you're lucky I spell anything right.
that's
Hey,
true.
you know,
It's true.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was reading the show notes for his second episode of the Business Book Talk,
Oh God, here it comes.
and he spelled his name Bib, B-I-B.
Bib Garlic here.
today,
it's
Bib
because I
talks
was
about-
drooling. Ugh.
I don't know. I like Bob's spelling. It's pretty good.
I've had comments for my whole life on my spelling.
But
In fact, I worked for an agency once, and I wasn't allowed to put any text in. I would have to have one of the editors put text. I wouldn't even put the word "the" in. And we were doing a 100-page magazine. So I'd have to sit there with an editor, and I'd put in headlines really quickly. But I was pretty insane. I would give 30 seconds per page for design. And I'd say, okay, this article sucks would be the headline. I start styling it, and I'd have the editor, okay, come up with a name. And then the way we would do pull-outs, I just grab some text and I'd slap it in there. So, okay, that's your pull quote. Edit to make it fit. You got 15 seconds because I'm about to go to the next page. We did that for 16 hours, and the magazine was done. Simple.
that's
Of course,
pretty
I
cool.
went through 3 editors.
You went through 3 editors.
I killed 3. Yeah, it was awesome. It's twitching. I can't think anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, so check out Garden Mind on Facebook. It's a cool game. It's about-
what happens? Like gardening?
It's a garden of your mind. You plant trees. You get to play different word games, memory games, and then you can buy in-game items, and the money goes to your World Wildlife Foundation charity of your choice.
Cool. So what happens if you use pesticides in your mind?
You
Said I
do-
knew.
no,
I said,
there's
no,
no-
dude,
there's
I-
none of that,
no
no.
hardcore stuff.
No, but if you want to support the tigers or pandas and things like that,
Oh, you can choose.
yeah, you get to choose, and then that animal comes into your garden. And
So what have you have a tiger and a panda, and that tiger eats the panda? Can that
It's
happen?
not like that,
Oh,
no.
damn.
No.
What type of game is this? That's no fun.
It's called meaningful gaming. It's a new concept
Typical.
in which you get something and are rewarded for your
being nice.
for your game.
Wow.
You learn something too.
Should be a big hit in Canada. I don't know about the States.
Actually, it's doing pretty well across the world.
Huh.
So
Well, there you go. What do I know?
hopefully now it gets even more. So because I talked about it.
Well, it's true. It's true. It's like the
But
crowds go
Angry Birds is
wild.
awesome.
Yeah, weird. Oh, Angry Birds. Yeah, I got stuck on one of the Angry Birds games, so I just started a new one. They got so many types. You just go, it's too hard to kill this guy. So I got a new one. They start from scratch. Easy.
You got to get cut the rope though.
Really? I'm doing seasons right now. That's how far behind I am.
That's actually one of the better ones.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I'll let you know in a couple
Was
of
that
weeks.
was that a meh?
Meh.
Meh. Oh, we had a meh moment.
And we need a drink.
No, we haven't digressed. We've been right on the money. We talked
There was
about
a baby
but-
digression. That was a digression.
Yeah, but we said we were going to talk about it. It was an announcement. It's like, hey, big announcement. We talked about the announcement.
Okay.
No digressions, dude. No drinking.
Oh.
Yeah, like we haven't been drinking.
All right.
Yeah, no excessive drinking.
All
And
right.
for the
All right.
first-time listeners here, we have a game that we play when there's a digression. We have a drink.
Yeah, but we practice drinking just in case. You know, there is no digression, for
Yeah.
gosh sakes. All right,
That's true.
and up next,
My name's Nina
oh, you got to
Arnold.
get right on top of that mic.
Okay.
Pretend it's your
Sorry, I don't have
boyfriend.
headphones.
Oh, you don't
My
have it.
name's-
Somebody lend her some headphones so she can hear herself spike. There you go. Yeah.
Hello,
Hey.
everybody.
Hello. Nice for you to come by.
Thank
Good looking
you.
headphones you got there.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you want right up on that mic. Really
Okay.
close. See how close? Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Beautiful. All right,
okay.
so what's your name again?
Nina Arnold.
Nina, nice name.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm originally from California. Just moved here.
That's why your hair's blonde.
That's true.
And it's going dark. So how long you been in Canada? For 8-9 months?
I know it's turning dark by the day.
I know. It's a Canadian sun. It's very weak.
Yeah.
And
So,
your specialty, your Mavenitis?
I do a little bit of everything: marketing, SEO, social media.
If you were a Maven, what title would you choose? Not that I'm pushing the concept to make $5, but
Social media. I'd
you would be
say.
the social media Maven?
Well,
oh,
I do.
come
I'm
on,
a
you would get.
California maven. How about
Yeah,
that?
there.
Yeah, that's
Now
good.
you're
I like
talking.
that.
Or you could
Yeah.
be the mostly blonde Maven,
Mostly blonde.
almost blonde Maven.
Hey, when you
Dirty
said
blonde.
California Maven, that's pretty hot.
I don't.
Wow.
You said Mavenitis.
Yeah, she's got a filthy mouth and she's blonde. I mean, you know.
Mavenitis sounds like something you catch, Bob.
Yeah, we can't have swearing on the show. Not that ever stops me, but okay, cool. So you're going to be the blonde Maven. That's awesome.
Okay.
Excellent. And you're doing all sorts of stuff here in Vancouver. Anything spectacular, new, interesting?
I'm working for a nonprofit that's actually based out of California.
Cool. What's the name of that nonprofit?
Combat Relief.
Combat Relief.
Yeah.
Wow. As in de-stressing after being in combat, or
Exactly. Well, for the military community, PTSD, just helping people get back into the community.
that
So-
messes you up big time. I used to frisbee golf with a guy who was in Vietnam, and you got 2 drinks in the guy. He went psycho.
No.
Yeah, he was like really a lot of fun to hang out with. Man, that guy did the weirdest stuff. But, you know, he said it was Vietnam made him do that, right? Maybe that was just his excuse.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, thank
Excellent,
you.
excellent.
Yeah.
And now we have somebody hiding in the background. Shh, not me, not me. I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh.
She's got a
She's
jealous
what
husband
was
or
that
something.
in the gaming category? She's an observer.
Observer Maven.
She's the unwitting observer. Yeah.
Yeah.
The unwitting observer?
So
Yeah,
there's the
it's a-
destroyer and
it's a-
there's the
Yeah. Destroyer. There's the gamer. There's the achiever. The socialite.
Voyeur.
There's a
The
voyeur.
voyeur.
Well, that's kind of like the unwitting observer. Yeah.
Oh, the voyeur usually has binoculars.
But I guess the voyeur would be it's different than the unwitting observer because it's actually looking in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if who knows?
Like
Meh.
most girlfriends
Meh.
of guys that play games are unwitting observers.
Yeah.
That's no, but it's like pure and simple because they're watching it, but they're like, well, there's nothing else to do. So
Yeah, there's like no. Well, it's kind of like having a football guy, right? He's always
There's
watching the football
way more
game.
women gamers than guys. So
Yeah,
I'll just throw that out there.
that's true. So
Is
if the
that true?
woman in the relationship's the big gamer, does the guy become the unwitting observer, or do you just go out and have a beer?
They usually get different computers.
Ah.
Yeah.
You mean to get, what happens if the guy's not into games, though? Does he hang out with the girl and watch her and support her sport, or does he just go out and have a beer with the boys?
I don't think those relationships work. Like I think you have to be involved at some point with the person's kind of habit. Otherwise,
You never talk.
yeah, pretty much. Like I found that the couples that play together stay together.
Wow.
There
Now-
you go.
Well, you know, I'd be
Like-
really curious because, you know, when they were talking in restaurants, they say, hey, I fragged that guy the other day. It was awesome. Oh, yeah. It's a great kill shot. That's how they talk? No?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe
if they're
when
both
they're
into
shopping
Call
in
of Duty or
Safeway or
something like
something.
that. If they're into like Angry Birds, it's like, oh, level 5 was so hard, but then I used my Mighty Eagle for $1 and just took everything out.
Hang on. What? You can pay for a Mighty Eagle? What's going on here?
Yeah.
He's lying.
No, you pay $1 and it'll kill whatever level you're on, and you get to go on to the next one.
Oh, man. Nobody tells
crazy,
me
man.
nothing.
What? It's
Oh, well, now I know.
The funny part
That's
is-
why he's the gaming maven.
Yeah.
He knows stuff that nobody in this planet knows.
I
It's weird. It's like he's got a target on him, right? That CIA target, man. Don't tell that stuff.
I was
Well-
sold when he knew all those categories of different gaming.
Well, I mean, I'm a game designer. I've been a game designer for almost 6 years now. So, I mean, Like that's just my background. Like,
That's like gaming 101.
well, no, actually, that's more sociology than anything. Like if I
What,
had
buying games?
to the different
Game
categories is,
Oh, okay.
is kind of defining, kind of there's, your headset, right? And like a lot of game designer has to use is, human computer interaction. How do you, interact with it? And then what kind of type of person's playing your game? So those are all necessary things to know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's pass it off to the German maven.
Yeah, and looks like she's on her phone. She's on her finger phone right now. Hello, hello, hello. All right, she's hang on.
So sorry for asking, but what is a maven? I don't have a clue what is that about.
Because he hasn't had time to talk.
A maven, that name we got that name from Malcolm Gladwell's book.
Yeah, we stole it.
Okay.
Yeah, Blink, right? Wasn't it?
And what is it
Yep,
about? So
yep.
explain.
Tipping point.
It's,
Yep.
there was 3 categories. There was the connector, the maven, and the salesperson.
Okay.
So the maven is someone who knows everything about a certain topic.
Okay.
So someone who's like totally into something. So
Yeah,
we just
well
took that name.
informed. So if you were going to be Maven, you'd be the editorial Maven.
Yes,
You'd be
no,
the
yeah.
German writer Maven,
German writer maven.
the magazine
It's
writer
working
Maven.
for me. So,
Yeah,
But your
hello,
accent
everybody.
isn't German, though.
No.
I think you got to have
Actually, I
something.
grew up in Dublin, so
Oh.
maybe
Wow.
it's just
You could be
also
the
a bit
international
Oh,
Irish.
you do have a
Maven.
little
Yeah,
bit of a German
maybe.
accent, too. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, maybe I
German
don't know. The
accent
German
mix,
accent
just a
Maven
mix.
sounds pretty cool.
Mixed with Irish.
Yes,
good.
everything. So I'm a journalist and online editor, and I'm from Germany, and I arrived in December, and I will leave in December, so I will stay only a year in Vancouver. So, and my main topics, I'm focused on healthcare, hairstyle, and social media. That are my 3 topics what I'm writing about.
Wow.
So I'm specialized. I
If I
really
don't- if I
specialize
don't
in
need
the
to
niche. So
talk about
sorry,
my
Bob.
hairstyle.
No,
My
I'm-
hairstyle?
I'm,
It's happening, man.
that's not. That's
now we
what
got
I'm
cameras. I
working for
can't
me.
lie about my hair. I guess.
It's not
Oops.
working, Bob. It's not
I
working.
can't help you anymore. So.
Yeah. It's almost like 3 millimeters.
So actually, I interviewed Bob for a magazine, for a German magazine. He's too shy to tell, but I can tell about it.
Sure.
So I'm an author for Social Media Aktuell. It's like Social Media Today. It's a monthly booklet. What I'm writing for, and I interviewed Bob about. Actually, we talked about communication in blogs. So
Yeah.
we got connected on this way as well.
It was fun.
Yes.
It was great
great.
tea. Murchie's Tea House. Awesome. Anybody ever go to Murchie's Tea House?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. It's rocking there. It's like a library. Don't have the music up too loud. You can have tea or coffee. Great little, English muffin
Pastries and
things,
stuff, yeah.
pastries. 825 East Hastings.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's hardly
Yeah.
anybody there, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so for meetings, it's great.
It is really, really good.
To record as well. So.
Yeah, I've done lots of podcasts in there. So, go check it out. But don't, go there too often because I like to do my podcast there. So.
Yeah, me too. So.
All right, and who do we get up next? We have our hockey maven.
Yeah, Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, rocking.
Go Canucks, go.
Go Canucks. Try to go Canucks. Try to go. They are going to go. Yeah, they're thinking about going.
Don't make me Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Kerry Ng, and relatively new to social media, and been in sales for many years, and dabbling into something like this, and just trying to learn the ropes.
Cool. And do you have a favorite social media tool, like Facebook or?
I'm trying to focus on Facebook right now, and just learning about fan pages, and branch out from there. Twitter and all the other stuff, and it's a lot of learning, a lot of content to learn and absorb.
Yeah, it's ongoing. 'Cause as soon as you learn it, they change the programs. You got to learn it again.
Yeah.
It's
Everything's-
unending. It's
Everything's always
ridiculous.
changing.
Yeah, it's just like the FBML now to iframes. It's just changed it all.
Oh, you want to talk? We read that the cocktail maven has raised his hand. He's going to throw in his comment.
Because it's so rare that I have something to say. So when something pops up in my mind, I just
Okay, go for it, dude. Is this about drinks?
No, this is about
This is rare.
Facebook, and I thought it's interesting you brought up fan pages, and groups are very similar. And just one of the things I sort of wanted to suggest that might help you, and that I find always difficult, is that it's so hard to kind of... Am I on camera as well?
No, but I did the gaming maven. I mean, he's going to be the camera monkey maven. I think we're going to change. He's just going nuts in the background.
Okay, was that a digression?
Yes.
Oh, excellent! Finally, gosh, I was getting sober. All right.
You might want to try like setting up a couple different dummy accounts and create a little hive, a little network for yourself to just experiment with it. Because I find one of the trickiest things with Facebook, and this is not, I mean, you can go on blogs, you can read about how things are seen, but to really fully understand how a message is actually seen or not seen by people and how it's turned on and off. I had a conversation with people about setting up a group. I was trying to explain to them that you can make it private and you can only invite people. And they had this impression that because stuff that I was putting out on my personal page was going to be seen by all of their clients on their fan page because they had friended me at some point. They were so completely out of the loop on how actually Facebook worked. And I think what it is that it's because it's not tangible, because it's digital and it's interactive, and because your computer and when you log in and what name you log in under filters what you're going to see and how it's seen. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. But to fully kind of grasp the concept of it, if you set up a couple different accounts and create a personal little group for accounts that you all control, and even if you have a couple laptops and log in separately on each one, it'll really accelerate the process by which you kind of can see, okay, I understand now. If I have this little group here and I write stuff in that group's wall or I communicate with people, it doesn't necessarily mean that the entire world is going to see what I've written there.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. Actually, I learned something from Andrew where, because we've got the bunker and I've got my Facebook account, and there's a little clicker on the right. What's that called, Andrew? The login...
It's the login as your fan page, so you can interact with other people.
I log in as me, or I log in a fan page.
You actually have to go into the settings.
I can't hear you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You actually have to go into the settings to check the box that allows you to post as yourself, and then you can switch back and forth from the main page.
Yeah, and you can have as many fan pages as you want to interact with people, so it's not even limited to just one. But
it's managing them is the tough part, right?
And if you ever want to get it out to a fan page or something like that, just do the @ symbol and then the page name, right? And then it will go to those people. I mean, you've seen probably some of the posts I've sent to you and Andrew.
Yeah, they're just added.
Just straight up through that, and it goes straight to somebody's wall. So, I mean, groups are good if it's just a specific type of information or things like that, or, getting people together. But a fan page is definitely where a business wants to be because they can kind of broadcast it. But not everybody is going to see your message of responding back to somebody on your page. It's always through your post. So,
yeah, basically what came up was this marketing manager at this company friended me, and I put up random stuff. I'm not particularly politically incorrect, but the odd word might slip in, or the odd sort of slang youth term may bother some people of a different generation. And they thought that she'd created 2 personal accounts for herself. One for her as a social personal individual, and one as a professional individual representing the company, because she didn't understand that a fan page and a personal page were completely different.
Really?
She thought that she now needed, for some reason she got this understanding that Facebook had a policy that required her to create this other personal account for her business practices, under which she would then create the fan page. I don't even know how to explain it, but they were completely confused with what was going on.
Yeah. Well, it actually, that's not a bad strategy because it's not linked to your personal
that's
page,
true.
right?
It's not a bad idea. But as soon as she started seeing things on her wall, she was under the impression that what she was seeing on her wall was going out to a fan page, or that people visiting their fan page were going to see this. So just to get back to my original comment, if you sort of experiment and play around with this a little bit, it's very easy to get confused and to think that what you're looking at, that a lot of other people are seeing as well.
Well, there's the whole edge rank and all that, right?
or you could just hire us and we could do it for you.
Yeah, well, yeah, or
Because
hire a pro.
I've started doing some social media consulting through Facebook now lately, and I try to explain to my client as best as possible what's actually taking place, and they're seeing some positive results. So if you're confused or you need any help, come chat with us. you
Yeah,
know?
he's got to pay for that $5 Maven fee
Yeah,
somehow, for God's sake.
And the black beer we drink. I mean, like, how else
Exactly.
are we supposed to do it?
It's not cheap, man.
Video games are not cheap.
Absolutely. In fact, I was on Facebook once. You were getting a debate about, I'm going to trade in this one game to get enough money to get this other game.
Yeah.
And please, is the other game suckier than the game I'm trading in? Because that would be harsh.
It is harsh, especially when they cost $80 these days.
So was it good? But you went ahead and bought it and you're happy with it, though, right?
Yeah, well,
That's
I
the one we
traded it
tried to
in.
play.
Yeah,
and I got
traded
killed
in.
72 times or something.
Yeah, I traded in. It was good. I mean, that was a good example of crowdsourcing and how effective your network can be to kind of influence your buying decisions.
The gaming industry makes more money than the movie
Movies.
industry. Yeah,
Well, supposedly.
yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what everybody says. I mean, the gaming industry isn't ready to be like, yeah, totally. Just because, I don't know what the stigma about it is.
Yeah, well, I think the movie industry's never made any money because they have such incredibly creative accounting.
Yeah.
They made like a $15 billion at the box office, but we lost 100,000.
We'll see what
We don't
happens
know where
with
it
the
went.
last Harry Potter. We'll see if that
Oh, yeah,
can
they'll lose
break
money.
Call of Duty. 'Cause
The game, you mean?
yeah, Call of Duty made like $475 million in a
A
week.
week.
Right?
Yeah.
So-
Ouch.
Yeah. Not,
But it cost what? About $10 million to make?
no.
No. How
you,
much?
You got to remember with these budgets, half of it goes to marketing, right?
Oh, wait, $20 million.
No. So so you're looking at about $200 million probably.
$200 million?
Or maybe 150.
And how much did they make in a week?
475. But that was only for a
Holy-
week. That's not even counting
Hang
for
on,
other,
$200 million. Okay,
maybe 150.
150, but
150.
$75 million was for marketing?
Well, yeah, at least.
Hey,
Like,
I'm in the
how
wrong
do you think
business,
you pay for
man.
like Jimmy Kimmel and Kobe Bryant and all those people to be in your commercial?
I thought they did it for free because they like the game.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Oh, we'll give you a
So
free
sweet.
game. God, everybody's so commercial now.
Yeah, but I think one of the issues that we have to consider
Get in there.
one of the issues that we have to consider here is when we're comparing games to movies. Obviously, in movies, you have to pay the actors, whatever it is, like $80 million plus royalties. Whereas in games, obviously maybe the marketing is quite expensive. But the model, if you think about the model and the economics behind both of them, it makes some sense that games make more money, right? So.
I mean, games maybe make more money at some point than movies, but they don't have a shorter span.
Yeah, that's true.
Way shorter span.
There's no
It's
long
2
tail.
weeks. 2 weeks. Like, I mean, there is a long tail for downloadable content, which is we're now getting into, and things like that. But, paying an actor for $20 million isn't a big deal. You're paying voice actors, and now voice actors are actually saying, hey, we should get Academy Awards for our voice acting in those games. So, it comes down to royalties and things like that. And most of the time, if you're out making a game, it's like between 2 to 3 years.
But it's also the price of the game too. Like you go to a movie, it costs you $12. You buy a game, it costs you $80, $90.
$80
Yeah,
plus
but
like $10 DLC.
Yeah, but the game... Okay, hang on for a second. But the game lasts for like 40 hours, and the movie lasts for 2 hours.
Well, it
plus
depends
the
on
price
the
of
game.
popcorn.
Yeah. Depends on the game. I mean, that's the way.
Hey,
I
you
think
know,
it's the popcorn that kills
We
it.
said we've had no digressions.
But yeah, we've
Oh,
had
hang on,
another
well, we
digression,
had-
and
we
we
had a
need to
guest.
get to our other guests that are in the house.
Thank you.
But this whole
Other guest in the house, yes? Would you like to say
Christine Till.
something?
I can't hear myself. I'm
Aw.
Christine Till, as until we meet again.
and
I'm
we
the marketing
did.
mentress.
We did meet again.
It's cool. It's my second time here. I love it. You guys rock. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. You're coming through.
Okay.
So the marketing mentress.
Yes, I have several podcast sites. I've been doing podcasting for almost 2 years.
Excellent. And one of them is on.
Marketing. One's
Yeah.
the marketing mentress, and one is talent management, which is a site that I am always looking for refreshing new professional talent. And so I interview them on my show, and then I post them on my website. I have a website for my talent management. And then I also have an Elder Care 911 site where I interview companies that have products and services that are for seniors.
Very good. Cool. And you've been doing each of those podcasts for 2 years, or you've
Well, I
been
actually
adding-
started with the Elder Care 911 first, and that one's the one that's actually almost 2 years old. And talent management then came after that, so it's about a year old this month, actually.
Wow, congratulations.
So what kind of talent management do you do?
Well, I look for people who have basically been undiscovered. And we put on open mic nights, and usually at a restaurant. And then whoever wants to audition shows up, and we get a chance to hear them actually perform. And then I do a podcast with them if they're interested in being included on the website. We find gigs for them, places for them to perform. We will put together performances with putting different entertainers on the website together and doing a collage, so to speak, variety shows. And we have one fellow on there who is a wonderful artist. He's a painter, and he paints to music.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you've been on YouTube and seen the sand painters.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He does it with paint.
Wow.
On a canvas. It's
Wow.
absolutely phenomenal. You get goosebumps. And then after he's finished, we auction off the
Off the piece?
piece, yes.
Nice. It's kind of like
It
Ralph
goes to
Harris.
charity.
I remember this Australian guy used to do that. These big, giant pieces. It was very cool. But
So-
he didn't do it to music, though. He just did it.
Yeah. So what's your website there?
My website is Memro Talent.
Memo Talent? M-E-M?
MEMRO
Memro
Talent.
Talent. Okay.
Sort of a
As in, yeah.
pseudonym for memory.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll put it in the show notes too, along with everybody else's information as well.
Awesome.
We'll have
Really?
to get it from you all though.
More work for Bob.
No, no.
All right, it's okay. I just
Send it to
kidding.
the bunker email.
Yeah, okay, well, it's good to know. Sorry, we're just chatting about our cameras here. So, we still got 2 more guests. Yeah, we have a full house here tonight. And that's the show. Okay, thanks for coming.
It
I'm going
almost
to
is.
keep it short and sweet. And Satomi Hirano, and I do online.
Oh, hang on. Beer call. Anybody need some more beers?
Well,
No?
we got one out. One
Oh,
go
another
again.
guest. Oh, get another guest. Oh, man, perfect. This is the...
We have one leave and one comes in. That's awesome.
That's awesome. This is like tag team guests.
So where's Satomi? Come on. Hello, Satomi.
Hi. Yes, I'm going to keep it short and sweet.
All right, cool.
Just like she.
Yeah, just like Satomi herself. Oh.
I do online radio talk shows, and I'm doing right now interviewing artists and entrepreneurs and finding different ways to support the arts. And I was so happy to hear that there's a West End art crawl, and they have a vision for a cooperative artists gallery, and I really am going to support that all the way. And I suppose I would like to. I'm doing these radio talk shows, hoping that I will one day be a top show host.
A podcast.
Talk show host.
Wow, there you go. Excellent.
Awesome.
And we got a big Bonnie here.
So, I'm Bonnie Sainsbury at B Sainsbury on Twitter. 31,000 followers, but who's counting?
Isn't it
He's very-
31,123?
Thank you. And I'm also tweet as Bunker Live, which is for the podcast.
Yeah, awesome.
So I encourage you all to follow. I think we're up to about 90 followers, but
Beautiful.
we're moving up.
Nice.
Sweet.
So what I
And-
do for a living, and what I have done for 3 years, which in social media years is 40, 50,
Yeah.
is I am a social marketing coach, and I've just recently tried face-to-face workshops. I don't know whether I'm going to continue with that or not, but last Saturday and again next Saturday. So that's teaching you all of the different social marketing tools. I'm also an online marketing coach. So if you're going to move your coaching practice onto the internet with passive income, come and see me. Local marketing, if you're interested in local marketing, if you're a retailer or trade professional, and you want to market on the internet within 20 miles, come and see me. I think that's all for my...
That's pretty good. You do webinars too, don't you? You got some webinars out there?
I do that too.
Yeah. I mean,
Blog
you just
Talk
do the whole
Radio.
shebang.
We were doing Blog Talk Radio last year.
That's right. Yep. Some cool shows.
Yep.
Cool.
It takes a lot of my time, so I'm not doing that anymore.
She's also BS on
Oh.
Empire Avenue.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you want to buy in on a good stock,
Some good BS, man.
good stock.
Thank you. Just under $40. So
$40 for some good
40 bucks.
BS. I mean,
Good
can't get much
BS,
better than that.
So there you go.
And if you're not on Empire Avenue, you don't know what your social media score really is.
No, you're absolutely right. So
It's addictive, isn't it?
and the other thing I found out tonight is I'm a gamer. Who knew
Yeah,
I was
Bonnie is a gamer.
Yeah, she
She
chatted
never
with
knew
the Maven.
until the other night.
So can I be the assistant gamer maven?
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
I think you
No
want to be the
problem.
Twitter Maven. That's more you. You want the wannabe gamer.
But I play Angry Birds.
All right,
I am
that's
up
one.
to the second one, the second series. So I've
Yep.
done 20 of them.
Yeah, wow.
Took me a week, but whatever.
Oh, that's okay.
And I play Pogo. Pop it on Pogo.
Okay.
And yeah, turns out that I shouldn't be ashamed to tell
yeah,
people
no,
that.
no. People
Don't be
should not
ashamed to
be
do that.
ashamed to admit they like games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Flash games.
No, it's not just flash games.
No.
If you play chess, if you play Go, if you play,
It's good for your brain.
anything is good for your brain.
Better
yeah.
than TV.
It's way better than TV.
Absolutely.
Or play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on Facebook.
Okay.
So
Well,
I,
there
I,
you go.
Yeah, so I pay a whole $15 to Electronic Arts so that I don't for Pogo, which is where I play Pop It.
Excellent. Well, it's good to
So
support the locals.
I'm just so happy that I'm a
She's
gamer
You
maven.
recognize
she's out of the closet. She's
Yeah,
a
she's-
gamer.
oh, that's it. Out of the closet. That's hilarious.
She
Now we
can't
have
say they're talking about boring gaming stuff anymore.
No, blah, blah, no,
She
blah,
tweeted
blah,
that
blah.
out a little while ago.
Yeah, blah blah. Twitter,
Hey,
Twitter,
that's
Twitter.
okay. It's okay.
Oh, blah 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 blah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Hey,
blah.
it's got 530 views now.
Wow, really? Hey,
Oh, yes,
and
because
we
I
have.
put the link out there to my 31,000 followers.
You did?
Oh,
The
did.
blah 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 video? Oh,
No,
cool.
no, the follow us on Justin TV.
Ah, cool.
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
even better.
wasn't talking about that.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
I
Oh,
closed
okay,
it because I didn't want the audio feedback. So
And
I
we
don't
have
know
a
how
shy
many viewers
guest. We have a shy guest here, no problem. He's happy with that. He's the shy guest Maven.
I don't think he's shy.
What he's
He's-
wanted.
His name's. Who are you? Well, you should say it into the mic, Owen.
No, he doesn't want to, so we're not going to force him to. That's okay. He'll come back 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the show. Sorry, time's up. Thanks for
We're it really is.
Jeez, we're 47 minutes into the show.
Our round table.
Sorry, listening audience. All you get to do is listen to people talk about themselves this week. But no, some interesting stuff. So we're going to wrap up the show with a great little test here. Pirate School. Who's heard of this from YouTube? Now, you think, Pirate School sounds really serious. YouTube, they should take it really seriously. The video is basically taking the piss out of it. It's hilarious. So here is the test, and let's see if we can pass. It says, in order to determine whether specific copywriting content is authorized to be used on YouTube, you should upload it to your account and wait for the Content ID system to remove any unauthorized content. True or false?
False.
Big false.
False.
Big false. But really? Yeah, really? Oh, okay.
Huge.
Question number 2. As long as I have purchased the content in question, it is not possible for me to infringe copyright by uploading
False.
it to YouTube. True or false?
False.
A big false again.
This is where we got the gaming maven all over this because it's a game.
It's
right?
copyright.
Hey, look, if you get the answers first, you don't win
hang
more
on.
points or get a badge, Maven. Okay, so the following items is protected by copyright: your name, your original idea, your original YouTube video, or your cat.
Your name.
I was going to go for the cat, but okay. So the following item is protected by copyright: your name, your original idea, your original YouTube video, or your cat.
Your name.
But what about if
Actually,
you have
it's
the
C.
same name as somebody
What?
else?
C, your name is not copyrightable.
Your name is copyrightable because that's why in Canada our names come in capital letters from anything from the government. You're technically copyrighted by the government of Canada.
Yeah, but it's not.
That's different. That's for legal. That's legalese.
All right.
Sorry, that's all caps. But nice try.
I know. A friend
It's
of mine's
your original YouTube video.
a comedian, and he had to change his name because there was somebody in the Actors Guild
In all
that has
caps.
the same name. So he had
Yeah.
to add. He just added one
So,
letter to the end of his
Hey,
name.
so it's a gray
So
area.
what is C?
C is your original YouTube video,
YouTube
of
video.
course. If it's an original, you made it. So, anyways, and the following is a good subject for YouTube videos: a concert, a Broadway play, show, or musical, your own screenplay or script, or the screen at the movie theater.
C.
Really? Okay. See, I was going to say my
Or
TV
a
set.
cute puppy.
Or a cute.
Yeah, I like that. I
Or a
like cute
penguin.
puppy or a penguin.
Yeah.
But what happens if it's your neighbor's puppy and you don't get a paw release
You
on
can
it,
you
right?
can just
Paw
say
release.
that the neighbor's dog is as himself, and that actually qualifies as copyright. There's
So-
ways around it.
There's always ways
around
around
it.
You know, knowing the game Maven, he's probably done this. That's
actually
the scary part.
I went to a conference once, and I just put everybody as conference attendees as themselves, so they actually have no rights to say if that video was up or not.
Wow.
So
Harsh.
hey,
You know,
you
whatever
got-
works.
you got to get your gorilla permit somehow.
Exactly. I like that. Gorilla permits.
Gorilla
Very
permits.
nice technique. Excellent. Oh, Photo Maven. All right.
We got
So
some
let's get one
shots
subject
happening.
here. We got some fascinating stuff about what's going on in China with telephones, and I did some research, and there's even some more funnier stuff out there. But did you know China has over 900 or about to have 900 million people with cell phones? 900 million. There's 300 million in the United States. That's 369.
There's over 126 million handsets in India alone, at least in the lower kind of.
Yeah, the stats for India are actually quite staggering too.
They're the fastest growing.
They're the fastest growing. They're like 1.6 million in 6 months compared to China, which was 1.010 million in 12 months. So
So-
it's twice as fast.
So is that because there's no infrastructure?
No, there's huge infrastructure there.
No,
That works?
landline
Telephone?
infrastructure.
Yeah, landline
no,
in-
there's
Oh
not.
yeah, yeah. It's no
Infrastructure.
landline.
That's exactly why.
But infrastructure means infrastructure. Infrastructure for cell towers and infrastructure for copper
It's
wire.
a
There was
lot
no
cheaper
copper
for
wire.
I meant landline
Yeah.
infrastructure.
So they skipped the copper wire infrastructure.
Because it's much cheaper to set up
Yeah.
cell towers than to set up landlines.
Yo,
Can I
dude.
throw off your statistics as sort of in line with what Bonnie's saying?
Yeah.
So instead of looking at number of cell phones like as a raw number, look at it as a percentage of the population.
I happen to have those numbers.
And then take the number of landlines in the U.S. or even just phone numbers as a whole, add them to that number, and then look at phone numbers in general or people who are somehow connected.
Right.
And
I'm
add
not
all
good
the
enough
Twitter
at
accounts and the
statistics and all
Facebook
that.
Yeah,
accounts
and then have a
and-
Facebook account and
And,
order
uh,
pizza on Fridays for less than $15.95.
Okay, now
Actually-
it's a slippery slope. I'm out.
Yeah. No, but really,
you see what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, but the thing on cell phones, and this is an interesting fact. China has 875,600,000 people. Oh, sorry, 875,600,000 phones being used, but there's 1,341,000,000 people, which is only 64% of the population uses a phone. In the United States, there's 302,947,098 or whatever phones being used, and there's 310,866. 96% of the population uses mobile phones. That's a shocker, right? But wait, there's Canada, 24 million plus a little bit for phones, and 34 million plus a little bit for people. We are at 70%, so it's pretty high. But the winner is Montenegro, and they have 1,294,167 people using phones, and the population is 672,180. So they have 192.53%. Everybody in Montenegro has 2 cell phones. Buka.
Do they call themselves?
It's amazing. Well, actually, when I was in Thailand, I knew a guy had 2 or 3 cell phones. 1 line, 2 lines. That's just the way they did it. So
one for business, one for
well,
personal.
both for business and one for his chauffeur. So yeah, it's
But then that would be the chauffeur's
but
phone,
isn't that
not
bizarre? It's like 70%, and then there's other countries like 192%. Yeah, rocking.
That's not that crazy.
Why? In
Well,
what sense?
Well, I mean, if you actually calculated the number of phones that people have bought over the years, it would double the amount of
No, but
population.
active lines. Though.
Yeah, active lines, but it's still.
There's a lot of yeah.
Well,
but
if-
those crazy numbers are usually in Asia, but not in North America.
If you counted,
We're pretty
if you
conservative
counted
with our
phones,
usage.
I have a ton of phones.
You do have a ton of phones.
Yeah, I got 4 dead phones at home. Our household has 3, and they're all mobile.
Do you have a landline?
No.
No.
We got rid of it.
until like a
What's
few
the
weeks
point?
ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheaper and it does more. So,
Okay, so
Cool.
I think if we
One question.
sure.
oh, we got one. Okay, and I think you want to
hear-
speak. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
hear that all the Telus and Bell are going to be shifting within the next 2 years from landlines to voice over internet. So there won't be any landlines in 2 years.
Well, I
do you
just don't think they
that's
can sell them.
True,
Well,
or what?
It's a dead concept. Why would you pay money like $23 or $29 a month to have something that's attached to your wall? You can't pick it up and walk to the local store and stick in your pocket. So it's kind of old technology. It doesn't work with the modern lifestyle.
But voice over IP is definitely coming.
Oh yeah, VoIP. But VoIP's been around for a long time.
Well, yeah, I was using Vonage back 5 years ago.
Yep, me
and
too.
It was good. I mean, it makes more sense for them because it just goes through their internet lines. It doesn't go through.
Well, Skype.
Yeah, that's voice over IP right there.
But Skype is nicer than Vonage, I thought.
So we'll see.
Meh.
So does that count as internet usage?
Yes.
And are they going to charge themselves for overage?
Don't get me started on overage. I've got a chart here that's going to make you cry.
I don't want to talk about that thing either.
All right.
Just yet.
Hey, but okay,
that's a wrap.
Well,
unless you have
one
something
last thing. I'm going to
really-
because she did say overage here, and okay, online usage caps, and this is a U.S. number here, but I thought it was just outrageous the difference between what happens in the U.S. and Canada. Comcast 230 gigabytes is the cap. If you go to Rogers and you have their cheapest service, you know what your cap is?
60 gigs.
2 gigabytes.
on their
Rogers
cheapest service.
cheapest service, 2 gigabytes.
For overage.
For if you go over 2 gigabytes, then you're paying $5 a gigabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
but
top of that, right? Now, if you get Extreme or Express, you get 60 gigabytes, but that's $57 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want the Ultimate, which is really it's like $180 or something ridiculous
This
like
hasn't
that,
come through
you only
yet.
get 175 gigabytes. So I was like, what?
This-
You're paying a ridiculous amount of money, you still don't get anything.
This hasn't come through yet, though.
Well, I know, but this is from Wikipedia,
Yeah.
so it's got to be true.
No. If this actually goes through, we're in for some serious problems.
Oh yeah, I mean revolution, burning cell phones on the street. We riot. Can you imagine?
Right there with me.
2 gigabytes? Oh my God! It's like I'm on Facebook
Well,
for 3 hours. It's
you,
done.
You were saying that it's $5 a gig. Down in the States, though, it's $1.50.
Yeah, and there's no
So-
3-year contracts.
No. So it's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Hey, dude, one last.
we won't have the bandwidth to organize everybody for these riots. So
Oh damn!
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we get little bottles and notes
Hey,
and
we don't
bottles
need to
float
send-
them up the river.
We don't need to send HD video to organize anything.
Yeah, the old. There's an old
Twitter will
saying.
do.
There's an old saying which was the riots will not be televised.
Yeah, they'll be Twitterized.
They'll be Twitterized.
That'll be Twitterized. And with that
And YouTubeized.
charming
Use your
use
cell
of
phone.
Twitterization, a Twitter pun or whatever, we're going to wrap the show.
We're going to wrap the show.
But first, let's just
and,
rack up that sound.
First, what we're going to say is thank you very much to Wix.com.
Oh, yeah. We totally forgot about our sponsor, Wix.
Wix.com
Excellent.
is the most popular website development tool on the internet.
What
in the
about
world.
like 60 billion people use it?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's a lot of people.
It's like in the last
It's
show.
more than twice the population of Earth.
It's in the last show at
use
the
Wix.
very end of the show.
Yeah, so go
we
back
were
to last year if you
talking
want the
about-
facts.
We put out
We'll
all
put
the
that in the
stats,
show
and at
notes.
the very end of the show, Bob said, I hope that was true.
Yeah. Well, we know that one wasn't true. But
Actually,
yeah.
everything we said was true.
Yeah, it was
Number
over
one
9
in the
million.
world.
It's crazy. Anyways, and easy to use. Go check it out. It's nice. Well worth trying. And next week, tune in. We promise to talk more about social media marketing. Well, we actually talked to some very interesting our guests. We came up with some amazing
It was
little
good.
things,
We
little
went- we
quirks.
did the-
I learned something today.
The round table was
But
supposed to be just a short segment, but it ended up being the whole show, and that's awesome. Because,
Excellent. We'll be doing
we
those
had
once a
some
month.
Good stuff happening. So if you want to get into the show and you're not in Vancouver, call 1-877-636-1474 and leave a message, and we'll play it in the show.
Absolutely. If we can fit it in between, our
And
hosts.
if you're in Vancouver, register on our meetup group. This meetup.com, search for Vancouver Bunker Project. We're right there.
Or just Google the Bunker Project Vancouver, and we're all over the Google. The Google.
Right.
The Google. Yeah, in the internets, the tubes, the tubes.
The tubes.
Oh, the whitey
All right.
tubes.
Have
Bye.
Have a great week. We'll see you again next week.
Ta-da! Whee! You got a question? It said that, hey, the show's over. Sorry, no more shows. We're going home. Good night.
Yeah.